What's up, everybody? It's your boy Will here. I just wanted to just do a quick video. After last night, I watched God Is Not Dead 2, and it just sparked a fire in me, and it just made me think much more differently than when I was thinking. And it's just so crazy how we take for granted the freedom that we have in America. It's sad that we are ashamed to speak Jesus' name when there's other people around the globe, internationally, getting their head decapitated, being put in cages and being dropped down to water and drowning, and kids are getting killed, and we are ashamed to say Jesus. There was a story a while back, and it was these two girls. I was in Iraq, and these guys came in there and they basically knocked down the door, and the mother and the father were there, and they killed the mother and the father, and they asked the two little girls, they said, do you love Jesus or do you love Allah? And the girls, with tears in their eye, they said, we love Jesus. And the children died. It's crazy what we take for granted, the freedom that we have now. We're able to read our Bible freely. We're able to pray in public freely. We are able to talk about God freely, but many people don't do it. We rather talk more about what God's prosperity than God's mercy and God's grace, God's love for us. It's very sad that we are living in a time where people are ashamed of the gospel, when Romans 1:16 says, for I am not ashamed of the gospel, for it is power to the Jew and the Greek. You see, there's an issue in the church today, and that is the issue. Many people don't believe in God the way they say they do. This is why I post constantly about truth. The truth is, many people read the Word of God. The truth is, many people study the Word of God. But the truth is, they don't apply the Word of God. The devil is not afraid of people who read the Word. He's not afraid of you. He's afraid of people who equip themselves with the Word of God, that puts on the armor of God, that knows what God's looking for. To be a peacemaker, to love thy neighbor as you would to love yourself, to forgive one another, to be gentle, to be meek, to be have unconditional love, that agape love. It's sad because the things that were taken for granted today are going to be gone soon. And like the movie said, it said there's going to come a time where they're either going to have to obey the law of man or the law of God. And the sad truth is, it's going to be a time when this happens. There's going to be a time where you don't have a Bible no more. We don't have a church no more. They're going to take everything away from you. Even if you speak of Jesus, you'll be locked up. Let me tell you something. There was a vision that the Lord gave me just this week. And in the vision, it showed people at the throne of God. And people were speaking, but it's like these little bubbles, like how you can see things, like say if like a cartoon and it pops up and basically it shows what they're thinking. Well, basically God was showing their life. So basically there was this guy, and Jesus asked him a question, and I knew it was Jesus because he brought up the words from the book of Matthew. Basically, when I was hungry, you fed me. When I was in prison, you visited me. When I was naked, you clothed me, so on and so forth. And he asked the guy, he said, why did you pass this homeless guy and you said that he needed to get a job? And he couldn't say nothing. Mind you, Jesus said the person that you said to get a job was a minister, an angel. I say this to say this. There's going to come a time where we all will be appointed to judgment. That we will all stand before the throne room of God. That we will all have to face the consequences of all of our actions. We have to understand. We have to understand that it's better for us to be laughed at by the world than to be judged by God. The world doesn't matter to me no more. Mark 8:36. What shall it profit for a man to gain the whole wide world but lose the only thing he owns, his soul? Paul and Job said, I've come into this world naked, and naked shall I leave. Meaning what you came with, you can't take your car, your house, your bank account, your savings account, your job. You can't take it with you because it was just a temporary loan. What matters is this, and I'm going to end. Is it really worth, is sin really worth hearing? Depart from me, I never knew you. I love you all. It's your boy Will here. Peace.